Elect, hold the line. Sleazy E is losing his grip. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahawah and his only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. Double honors to my elders at Great MILESTONE, taught me this truth through the Spirit. Singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessing to the 1/3 and to the confusion faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Right now, we're at the end. Like the scriptures say, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it, a follower. These devils trying to cleave on to every little bit, every little aspect of their country, their society. You can't build a society on blood and expect for the society to prosper. Like the scripture says, woe to him that buildeth a city with blood. The rape, rob, and murdering that has happened here in America is catching up to E. From 1492 all the way up to like 1865, E didn't have a queendom, so to say. It didn't start popping off till after the Emancipation of Proclamation. So when you think about one of the most short-lived kingdoms in human history, it would be America. And even when it was on its incline, it was below surface level in morality and dignity and decorum, right? And showing human respect to so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. And don't get it twisted. Though we talking about Sleazy E, all heathens was in on the transatlantic slave trade. Don't you dare get it twisted. There's no way you have people in hardcore bondage and chattel slavery for centuries without a high demand of supply. That's the name of the game when it comes to commercing or international commercing, right? Marketing. You have supply and demand. There's no point in having 100 units of a product, right? To constantly keep bringing in 1,000 units of a product when you're only selling 100 every time you bring it in 1,000. The demand isn't that high. But if you have a demand of 1,000 units, but you only bringing in 100, now you need to bring in more product. So what that does, that causes the workers to work even harder. So all you nations, you were also a partaker in the transatlantic slave trade. You kept fueling it. Just like how 2/3 keep fueling America. What they say, we have $1.3 trillion of spending power, so to say. Jake keep this shit going. But that's besides the point. And now Jake gonna be the one to tear it down. No, we're not talking physically. Like the Lord said, to be carnal-minded is death. We chatting down Babylon. Just the words of the Lord has the Spirit manifest the outcome of the end. And that's the declination of America. Your allies are falling, meaning they're leaving you. People forgot about the Brexit, right? January 6th, the insurrection. That's Satan casting out Satan, right? Presidential assassination attempt on DJ Trump, right? An actual successful attempt on CK, right? It turned him into a martyr. The propaganda, the schemes, the divisiveness, the serpentry, if that's a word, that sounded good, of Esau. He's a snake oil salesman, right? All the heinous crimes you've done to us is coming to the light, man. Esau done so much evil and wickedness towards us, he don't know anything else. Remember, the Lord said, the wicked was created for the day of evil. Your only purpose on earth is to be the whooping stick on Jake because of what we've done against our power. But now we're at the end. When you hear Edomites talking to you about them small hats, them 1948ers over there, man, they're sucking all our funds out. Man, we're American. We need to stop giving. We need to come together, man. This ain't about color. When they started saying it ain't about color, they on their last straw. When Esau started coming to our spaces, asking us for help, saying we should come together, there should be no more separation between the black and white. It ain't that no more. It's all about national. Nah, you lost. You lost. You shot too many people. I'm sorry, you shot too many people in the back after they made their bed and laid in it with you. And you keep shooting yourself in the foot, you know? And now it's at the point where Esau's trying to save face. They don't even care anymore, you know? And if you're still out here in this world and you don't know you're a Hebrew Israelite, you don't know which camp you should be following, 9 times out of 10, the Lord just not dealing with you. The Lord just not dealing with you. Now, as you can see, the prophecies are speaking loudly and vocally. Okay? Going back to the elders of Great Millstone, they always talk about the major prophecy of the the MOTB, I would say RFID, the MOTB, the mark of the beast. They always put emphasis on that. Now you see in the UK, the parliament says in October something, you won't be able to work if you don't have a digital ID. Well, hell, if your ass can't work, you can't make money. You can't make money. You can't spend the money. You can't spend the money. You can't buy groceries. You can't pay your bills. Gradualism. Gradually, it's falling into that context. And these are the days we've been looking for. The very end. My beautiful sisters out there, that's a part of the elect. We love you dearly. We care for you dearly. May YAHAWASHI be with you or send a man of the Lord near you or to be with you. But you 2/3 ass women out here, you're going to get a gruesome ass damn awakening. I don't know if y'all saw that video circulating. The brother Yerome Gabar, I think he posted it, of this Judahite woman. She was trying to get detained by Edomite cop. At first, everything was cool. Remember what the scripture says. Agree with thy adversary. She was trying to resist a little bit. No, you got me fucked. You got me fucked. Man, he put his arm around her neck, punched her, threw her on the ground, had his hand all in her throat, grabbing her by her back of her head, and he's doing this while her children are there. And they crying, the little girl crying with the umbrella. It's like 5, 6 people around Esau. And ain't nobody doing nothing. They can't do nothing. It's Esau's world. And they all just stand around helpless. That's them curses, man. An Edomite man got his hands in the neck of a Judahite woman, and all them people around there ain't doing shit. Even the men. And y'all want to stay here? Got me fucked up. Pardon my French. But the children, the women are going to suffer the most, the 2/3 of our women, of our nation. But like the Lord said, man, I pray for them. I pray not for the world. Why is that? Them the same ones that said, let his blood be upon us and our children. So when you see these atrocities happening, like Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, all of that, of course it's going to get you upset. You know, they're provocateurs, provoking. But then you got to sit back and be spiritual and come to realize why that happened. Why did that happen? Right? So yeah, we just need to hold the front line, man. Sleazy E's trying to start a race war and everything. It's gonna pop off, but it's not gonna end the way Esau think it is. Cause their nature is the gun. So they keep talking about, you want a war, you're gonna have one. First and foremost, even though Esau is predominantly the outnumbers us here in America, majority of their citizens are old white folks. Old. You know, and from all those years of killing and murdering us off, we still have more power, though we have less numbers because of our resilient spirit. That's why Esau has to constantly oppress us with the military complex. Notice the entire world is under white supremacy, Edomite supremacy, right? They colonized the whole world. But right here in America, they couldn't kill us all. Now they had to intermingle with us. That's why they had such a perpetual hatred. They didn't fucking free us. There's no such thing as them freeing us. Who the hell wanna free employees that's making them 100% profit? No, we fought for our fucking freedom. That's why Esau's still mad with us to this day. All other nations succumbed to them. We fought back. You know? I always remind you, when they had those similar wars here in Florida, those U.S. soldiers and generals writing back to their mothers saying, we're not fighting Indians, we fighting Negroes. They told their parents that. So when they were sending the U.S. cavalry down to Florida to come pick up those fugitive slaves, they had a fugitive slave act through the government, people. The government had us into slavery. So understand the dynamic of our slavery compared to all slavery on earth. That's what people don't understand. Our children were born into it. you know. But anyways, the Seminole Wars was fought with Negroes, and that's well documented in history, to where they had pretty much formed a pact. But Abraham Lincoln said if it was not for the black freedmen, they would have lost the war to the South. That's a quote from their own president. So when they keep telling you this damn lie that they freed us, it's a fucking lie. We fought for our fucking freedom. And that's why they mad to this day. Talking about some of the South gonna rise again. Yeah, right. Anyhow, better put that venison in that damn pit. With that being said, I truly pray y'all was edified, fed. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing. Stay humble, remain diligent. Wa mashallah, wa fa babal, shalom.